What if the things you think are harmless quirks are actually driving people insane? Ever wondered why someone suddenly gets quiet around you? Or why the vibe shifts when you walk into a room? Spoiler: it's often not about big scandals or drama. It's the little everyday things you don't even notice. Today, we're unpacking 8 super common habits that people secretly dislike. They're not crimes, but they slowly chip away at patience, friendships, and sometimes even careers. We'll keep it chill, keep it witty, and walk through the stuff that makes others roll their eyes the moment you're not looking. And hey, maybe you'll recognize a few and laugh, or cringe along the way. Ready? Let's count down. Number 8. Interrupting like it's a sport. You know that friend who never lets you finish a sentence? You're halfway through telling a story, and suddenly they jump in with their own anecdote, their own punchline, or a better version of your joke. It's like conversational theft. People rarely call it out directly, but it leaves them feeling ignored and undervalued. Psychology calls this conversational dominance, and it's basically a power grab, even if unintentional. A mini story? Picture being at dinner, talking about your vacation, when your buddy cuts in with, "Oh, when I went to Italy," and suddenly you're an unpaid audience for their monologue. Fun for them, not so much for you. The funny part is, interrupters think they're bonding, like, "Hey, I relate." But to the listener, it feels more like, "Cool, so my words are just background noise." Next time you're tempted, take a pause, let the person finish, and then chime in. Conversation is jazz, not a wrestling match. And speaking of noise, let's turn to a habit that's literally noisy. Number 7. Loud chewing and slurping. Ever sat next to someone chewing like a live ASMR video gone wrong? Yeah, not fun. Chewing loudly, slurping noodles, or crunching ice might not bother the eater, but it can trigger rage in others. It's actually a thing called misophonia, where people have strong emotional reactions to certain sounds. Studies show it can even spike stress hormones. Now, of course, everyone eats and food makes sounds, but there's a difference between normal bite and open-mouth construction site. Picture being on a first date where every sip of soup is a trumpet blast. Romance? Dead. Humor aside, most people won't tell you straight up because it feels petty. But trust me, they notice. A quick fix? Close your mouth while chewing, keep slurps to a minimum, and maybe don't treat ice cubes like a drum solo. And while we're in the neighborhood of public annoyance, let's move to a habit people clock instantly. Number 6. Constant phone scrolling. You're talking to someone, and mid-conversation, they glance at their phone. They nod, "Yeah, totally," but you can see the blue glow reflecting in their eyes. It screams, "You're not my priority." People secretly hate this because it makes them feel invisible. Research even shows that phubbing, snubbing with your phone, reduces relationship satisfaction and trust. Imagine opening up about your stressful day, and your friend replies while scrolling TikTok. Ouch. The irony? The scroller thinks they're multitasking, but the other person feels dismissed. A mini anecdote? A guy once live texted a meme thread while his girlfriend was telling him about her grandma's surgery. Spoiler: he didn't win Boyfriend of the Year. The easy fix? Put the phone down, at least for 5 minutes of undivided attention. Real connection doesn't come with notifications. And speaking of attention, let's move to another social landmine. Number 5. Oversharing personal drama. We all know that person who treats every chat like a therapy session. 10 minutes into a coffee catch-up and suddenly you're knee-deep in their breakup timeline, work gossip, or that weird rash they Googled at 2 a.m. Oversharing makes people secretly uncomfortable because it skips levels of intimacy. It's like opening a movie halfway through. Too much, too soon. Sociologists call it boundary violation, and it's why people edge away when conversations get TMI. A quick story? A coworker once started a Monday meeting with, "So my cat threw up blood this morning," and you could feel the room collectively regret showing up. Now, sharing is human, and vulnerability can build closeness. But dumping too much too fast feels more like unloading. The fix? Gauge your audience. Close friends? Sure, vent away. Casual acquaintances? Maybe stick to "weekend was good, thanks." From oversharing, let's swing to the opposite end. Not talking at all. Number 4. One-word texting or responses. "Hey, how's it going?" "Fine." "What are you up to?" "Nothing." Congratulations. You've just killed the vibe. People secretly hate one-word replies because they feel like a wall. It's digital stonewalling. A conversation is supposed to bounce like ping pong, not hit a cement block. Sure, sometimes you're busy or tired, but a tiny bit of effort goes a long way. Think of it like seasoning food. Add just enough spice so it's not bland. A relatable example? You text your crush a funny meme, and they reply, LOL. Not even caps, just LOL. Your brain instantly goes, cool, they hate me. The humor here is, short replies don't save time. They just make people stop reaching out. Fix? Add a little context. Instead of fine, try fine, just swamped with emails. It keeps the door open. And speaking of doors, let's push one open into another awkward habit. Number 3, talking too loud in public. Airports, buses, coffee shops, you can spot them. The person holding a phone call at full volume like they're narrating for the entire cafe. People secretly dislike this because it hijacks the environment. We all become unwilling extras in their soap opera. Studies on social space show that loud talkers break auditory boundaries, making others stressed or distracted. Picture trying to read a book while the guy next to you yells, "Yeah, bro, the rash is still there." Too much information, too loud. And the kicker? Loud talkers rarely realize they're doing it. They think they're being clear, but it's more like blasting. The humorous side? Everyone nearby suddenly becomes experts in their business. The fix? Lower your volume. If grandma can't hear you, maybe text instead. From loudness, let's slide into silence, but the wrong kind. Number 2, ghosting without explanation. One day you're chatting with someone regularly, the next day, poof, gone. Ghosting happens in dating, friendships, even work. People secretly hate it because it leaves them confused and doubting themselves. Psychologists call it ambiguous loss. Your brain hates not knowing why. Was it something I said? Did they get abducted by aliens? The silence hurts more than the truth. A short story? A girl texted her friend about planning a birthday dinner. Friend read it, never replied, and later posted photos at another party. Ouch. The humor is dark. Ghosting is basically social disappearing magic. Now you see me, now you don't. The fix? If you're done, just say so. A quick, "Hey, I don't think this is working," is kinder than vanishing. And if you've ever been ghosted, remember, it says more about them than you. Which leads us to the final habit, one that hides in plain sight. Number 1, not respecting personal space. We all have that one person who stands just a little too close. You step back, they step forward. It's like a dance nobody wanted to join. Personal space is cultural, but in most places, people like a buffer of about 2 to 4 feet. Ignoring that makes others feel uncomfortable, even if they don't say it. Fun fact, psychologists call it proxemics, the study of space in communication. A quick scenario? Someone leaning over your shoulder while you check your phone? It feels invasive. Or that coworker who hovers at your desk like a human screensaver. The humor? They probably think they're being friendly, but really they're just giving off close talker energy straight out of Seinfeld. The fix? Pay attention to body language. If someone leans back or angles away, give them space. Respect is invisible, but instantly felt. And speaking of invisible, let's wrap it up. So here's the recap. Interrupting, noisy chewing, phone scrolling, oversharing, one-word texting, loud public talking, ghosting, and invading personal space. None of them are crimes, but together they're death by 1,000 social paper cuts. The big what if? Imagine how much smoother life could be if we trimmed just 1 or 2 of these from our habits. Less awkwardness, more connection. What do you think? Drop your weirdest one below, because chances are, someone out there is secretly hating it right now.